welcome back to my channel. So today I have decided to do a March wrap up. So in the month of March I read a total of 6 books. I started a lot more than that, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll get to those in the April wrap up. So the first book that I read and completed was Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine. This book was from the Our Crate box from 3 or 4 months ago now. I haven't received this month's box yet as of the filming of this video. So this is the 3 books back from what I own, but 4 books back from the actual box number. It is basically about a girl called Mirage, and she has the ability to create illusions, and she gets sent to the court and she has to prove herself, basically. I really liked this, and the sequel is only coming out December 3rd, which I'm really sad about because the ending was just, I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but that ending just made me kind of like die just a little bit because I need to know what happens. I need to know because my favourite character, we're not sure what his fate's going to be because of the way this book ends. So we're going to have to wait till the next one to see if he's actually going to be in it or not. The next book I read was Tea Dragon Society, which came in the February Our Crate box. And it's just this really, really cute little graphic novel. And it is seriously just the cutest thing in the world, and it's by Katie O'Neill. And I loved this so much, and I really want to have my own tea dragon now because of this book, because it is so cute. And oh my god, I could read this so many times just because it's so cute. It literally took me like 20 minutes to get through, so I could totally read it so many more times. The next book I read was The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I have a lot of thoughts, on this book. If you watched my recent reading vlog, the last one I did, I think I went through some of my thoughts that I had on this. Not to spoil it too much, but I really enjoyed the plot. I thought the plot was great, but the characters, for me, were lacking. I did not feel much connection to the characters at all. And that was a problem because somebody dies. Just a heads up, somebody dies, but when they died, I just kind of went, okay, because I didn't feel any connection whatsoever to these characters. And there was just a lot of other little problems that I had with this book, but you know what? Overall, I think the plot was good. It just was not presented that well. The next book I read was for the book club that I'm a part of, and it is What I Like About Me by Jenna Giluame. I'm not sure. This book is really cute. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was a good book, but it wasn't a great book. So it is set in Australia on the East Coast, and it's about a girl called Maisie, and her friend Anna go up for a holiday. I'm not entirely sure where they ended up holidaying. I think they were saying Cobbers Bay or something, but I can't figure out where that is. But anyway, so they went for a holiday, and her childhood friend Sebastian is there with his friend Beamer, and Beamer's really annoying and Sebastian's really hot, and Maisie loves Sebastian, but Maisie is overweight, and then Anna ends up dating Sebastian, and it's just a big mess. But it's basically similar to Dumpling, where it's the bigger girl joins the beauty pageant. Maisie joined the beauty pageant. She made a really great friend called Layla, who is a fashion designer in the making, and she is really supportive of Maisie's decision to join the beauty pageant, and she's basically just working out friendships. And what I like about me, she writes lists every now and then, like at the beginning of chapters. She'll write little lists about what she likes about her, and it begins as like there's nothing on the list, and then it's 1 thing, and then 2 things, and then it ends up being like 10 things, and then this really bad thing happens and she's really upset with herself, so it's back down to no things, and then it comes back up to a couple more things. So I liked this book though, but I feel like I would have enjoyed this a lot more if I was 15 or 16 and reading this. As a 20-year-old, I didn't connect to it that much, but it's okay. I still liked it. I still feel like I would have enjoyed this a lot if I was a little bit younger. The 5th book that I read for the month was 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott, I believe her name is. And it was turned into a movie and released on last Thursday, and I still haven't seen it, and I'm like dying because I need to. I wanted to read it before the movie came out because I wasn't entirely sure when I would get around to seeing the movie. So just in case I was going to see it this week, I wanted to make sure I had it finished by this week. So I finished it, I believe, the day before the movie came out, or maybe a couple of days. It only took me like 2 days to finish reading this book. It's basically about a couple of kids with cystic fibrosis, and it actually has some pretty good cystic fibrosis representation. Now, I do not have cystic fibrosis myself, so I can't really like connect quite as well and say that it has good representation because it might not have the best. But as a health science student and medical science student, I believe from what I have learnt about cystic fibrosis that it does actually bring awareness to some of the things that do happen, like the constant medication, the, what are they called, afflo vests and everything that they have to wear like every single day, and you know, so it's like all these daily tasks which are quite menial and quite annoying for most people would see that as annoying, these people have to do to survive. But it's got this cute little like love story going on, and if you've seen the trailer, like does that not just look like such a cute movie? Well, if you think the trailer looks good, read the book, because oh my god, my heart throughout that whole book, I was just, oh my gosh, there were tears. There were a few tears. I'm not a crier, so that's saying something. The last book that I read for the month of March is 1984 by George Orwell. And I finished this just the other day, Friday, I believe it was. And it's basically about Winston Smith, and he is the like main character of the book, and he is kind of making his way around this world that is controlled by Big Brother. And Big Brother is, if you know the game We Happy Few, it's very similar to the game We Happy Few, how they have to take joy, but these guys, they have their victory chocolate and victory coffee and everything like that, and they're basically brainwashed by Big Brother to think a certain way. So there's like this point in the book where Winston has not been brainwashed yet, and he's really like trying not to be brainwashed, and so he says 2 + 2 is 4, but one of the other characters, O'Brien, who works for Big Brother, keeps telling O'Brien that no, 2 + 2 is 5, because Big Brother says it is 5. It is not 4, it is 5. And it's just things like that where, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's very, this is a dystopia this is like, I almost want to say one of the first dystopian books, because let's be real, this was written in the 1949, I'm pretty sure. And it's written about the year 1984. And obviously this did not happen in our reality of 1984, but thinking of some of the things that are happening in the world right now, I can totally see this happening in the future, which is really worrying. And I feel like a lot of people should read this, particularly people in high up places in the government and stuff, so that they can see what could happen if we keep going the way we're going, because this is scary. this is a book that makes you think. So that's the final book that I read for the month, and that's the end of my wrap up. I really hope this was recording, because now I'm getting a little nervous that it wasn't, because I don't have the flip out screen, so we'll just have to see, won't we? Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciated your time here, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!